Peace to the gods. Off the Wi-Fi, y'all. Peace to the gods on earth. Say we have a beautiful download for you. Come on in. We have some food for you. Not the food that you eat, but the food that you seek. Knowledge born, mathematics of the day. Here we go. What we eating? Let's get it. We eating life. We eating life, not death. You heard? Peace to my warriors. My protectors that nurse and nurture me. I'm grateful.
I'm thankful.
Today we got a powerful message. Come on in, have a seat. I'm gonna let y'all be nosy on the download. Nosy on in. Nosy on in. Come on, y'all. Come on in, sit down. All right. I was talking to a brother today that was a Moor or Mur. He was building, and we were talking to each other, and I said something to him that sparked my own self. A lot of times your wisdom comes to you through conversation with others, and he sparked me. He didn't know it. To the guards out there, you know how we get knowledge. We get knowledge in our journey. People say stuff and then you'll say something and you be in an argument with somebody and the information will come through you. Like, whoa. Like, hold on. You had to walk away from the person like, hold on, I'll be right back. I just said that. Damn. Thank God I had that argument with you. The funny thing is people come in your life for a reason, sometimes to show you something or activate something in your DNA. You could be having an argument with somebody. This is why I love relationships. Because through each other we are enlightened, whether we consciously do it or unconsciously do it. I know a lot of times I'll be talking, I'll be sparking people as they listening, like maybe something else they had in them that was lying dormant, and they hear you speak and they like, and we do this to each other innately without knowing. All of our relationships are literally demons or angels. Angels meaning a positive message, and demon meaning a message through pain and suffering. You know what I'm saying? So, today's message is a message to, I don't even want to say black because the Moors is going to get mad if I say black. But I'm going to talk in general. The black man and woman. And how to organize for the gods. This is for the gods. This is not for everybody. You know, we don't talk to everybody. We're not talking to the general public, even though we're public. We're sending the broadcast out for the chosen, for the elite, the weak, the 85%, as they say. This is for the 5%ers. This is the mathematics of today. It's your download for the day. To the 5%, to the gods on earth. I want you to know that this system has set it up to emasculate the black man or melanated man who is the leader of all humanity. Our system that we've come from has set it up to not only end us up either as entertainers or we end up being in jail. But I want to tell you that you're not an entertainer, you are God. You are God. And your woman is 3/4 of what you are. Your woman is 3/4 of what you are. The black woman and the black man make God together. You can't have one without the other. The black woman is not God, the black man is not God. You gotta have both to make God. It's two components of the same entity. The black woman is 3/4 of God, and the black man is 1/4 of God. Does it mean that we are less than? Well, in a sense, substance-wise, we are. We have a component you need, but you are most of what we are. And you're more substance than we are. You have more substance than we do. As we eat this food right now, it recharges and replenishes our life. The air that we breathe, the sun that we have, it replenishes our life. So does your being. Amazing. Amazing. A child only needs you to live. We only need you to live. And so when you think about us being hermaphrodite, and this is going to throw you off a little bit. Let's say we was one being, one atom at one time, and the atom split into two, right? Into positive, negative charge. Let's say we was one entity. Let's say we was male and female hermaphrodite. We had both, and then you birthed the male as coming out of you. But it wasn't you, because you were at that point hermaphrodite, right? I want you to think about this for a minute. Then the male evolves as a splitting of you, the splitting of an atom. Atom, thought, mind, right?
Yes.
Look how beautiful that is. I mean, when you look at the woman, I mean, literally anybody that looks at the female has to see the rest of who they are. You have to, as a man, you have to look at the woman as the rest of who you are. You cannot devalue her because she's the rest of who you are. I mean, look at your body. Your body is like a puzzle piece. Look at your sexual organs. They're like puzzle pieces. Something is missing. Something goes there. This goes somewhere. You know, you're incomplete. You see? This plugs into something. Right? I plug into somebody. I plug into something. I'm incomplete as a physical entity. When you look at your woman, you should see the rest of who you are. I said that to warm you up to what I'm going to say. The system that we live in today has turned the roles, the indigenous roles, around. Today I want you to understand, as men, as black men, carbonation is who you are. Now, is every man a chief? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. A chief is something that needs not be appointed. That is something that the universe cosmically appoints. You don't have to say I'm chief, really, unless a motherfucker don't notice. Like in our days today, we have to let people know and be self-proclaimed, because we're here to proclaim the kingdom of God. So therefore, we're here to let the world know who you are. You are here to let the world know who you are, as the Christ came to tell people who it was at that time. You are here to proclaim the kingdom of God, which is you. You are here to tell your universe who you are. Not only that, the black man has always been ruler. Now, our women have this masculine spirit, and we see the spirit of today. And yes, the spirit has evolved from a system that said they have equal rights. But more than that, this spirit has evolved for us as well. The masculine spirit in women has evolved for us. And this is why I posted the video I posted earlier. Because your woman, as a chief, as a king, your woman is your first line of defense. Oh, they ain't ready for this. Your women are your warriors. You see this? This who protect chief. This who protect chief. This is who feed chief. This This is who provides the chief. These are my warriors. My fellas, those are my disciples. Those are my soldiers. They protect you. You protect me. These women right here are warriors. And that's why so many women today in that society feel like men. It's not that you're men, it's that you are warriors. You carry that spirit because you're here in the information age, because this is war.
Yeah.
You just have to know your place. You're looking for your king to protect. You're looking for your chief so that you can protect him.
Yes.
Because he has your mind and he has your... Look, she said yes. She felt that. Nah, seriously, you're here looking. It's just that you haven't found them, and so you have to be your own chief. Sad to say. You had to be your own chief. Every man out there, I want you to know how to utilize your woman. Or should I say your counterpart of yourself, because there's no separation. We must learn how to organize and utilize the human family and structure it. So a lot of these women out here, they go hard as dudes. That spirit is not there for no reason. That spirit is supposed to be there to protect your man, to put him where he's supposed to be and then protect him, because he is your son. Remember Wakanda?
Yeah.
Remember Black Panther? Who were the warriors? The woman. This is not a movie. This is really how it was set up. They protect the king. That was his first line of defense, his woman. Then the men who were what is called eunuchs. The men that served the kingdom were called eunuchs. You could look that up. EUNUCH. Eunuchs. These were men that either were castrated to serve the kingdom, or they just didn't have sex at all to serve the king or the chief. This is how we were royally set up from the beginning. This is why our women feel so strong. Yes, the system has made them have to be strong, but on a broader scale, the universe did this to us to prepare us for today. This is my new downloads coming in. These are all new downloads. This is all new information that might contradict a lot of stuff that I said before, because I'm the universe happening through me. My shit is inspired, nigga. Like my shit come when the moon gives it to me. When Mama Moon give that shit to me, when Father, I download, I upload during the day while I'm up, and at night I download. And this is new information coming in, but it's complete. Just like my DNA is telling me Africa now. It's telling me Africa. Because we cannot be totally activated without touching that land of Africa. Now, God's children are coming from the U.S. Just letting you know that right now. We come straight out of the U.S. We're coming straight out of the Caribbean. We're coming straight out of South America. I'm just letting you know that right now. God's children. Now, God's people are those people. There's a difference between God's people and God's children. God's children hear his voice. Hear its voice, not his. So I say it because me and you put together is not a he nor she, it's an it. Right? I mean, when we come together, we're not he nor she, we're it. So when God speaks, its children are obedient, not his people. Not its people, its people. Not its people. Its people are disobedient and deny. This has been written and it has to be this way. Has to deny their own Messiah, their own messenger, because they've been programmed that way. But these people are obstacles for us to overcome. So my king or my chiefs, we like to call ourselves kings. I used to call myself king before, but really you a chief, because we indigenous. There's no indigenous kings, there's just indigenous chiefs. I mean, even your president of the United States calls himself what? Commander-in-Chief. The CEO of a company is what? Chief Executive of Operations. It's only chief. They took king from the European. That's the European. The European was king. No. We are chiefs. They like to call us kings. Fine, they call us kings in their language. But shit, we ain't really called king. We ain't not really even called chiefs. We really call something else in our language. But it's the leader. Right? So your woman must be empowered because your woman is your first line of defense. And that's why y'all feel like, nah, I'm supposed to be something special. I'm strong. I'm supposed to be doing something. And I ain't feminine, but I ain't masculine, but I'm something in between. And this is because you're warriors. And they're not going to accept this, but they already are. The women out there fending for themselves. They don't have a chief, someone that can educate their mind. The man represents, I'm going to let you know what the man represents. Women represent action, movement, the electron. Man represents the mind, thought. He brings logic. He is the left brain. The woman is the right brain. You understand? So, we must understand how this entity works. Okay? For one atom, how many electrons in one atom?
Six.
No. No, y'all talking about carbon. Y'all talking about melanin. Or carbon. We're talking about the electrons. As far as the planets, you have the sun and then you have the planet. We're not going to go that deep. Let's not go that deep. We ain't going to do it like that yet because I'm so excited about this download right now. I want to let all my men out there know that are tapping into chief codes. And they feeling that. I want you to know that don't allow your woman to bind you to monogamy. She has been set up, programmed from very young age to stop you. There is a system here set up that through your food, your woman, your oxygen, your sunlight has been set up to modify you to what they want you to be. And they've used your woman, they've used your food, they've used your oxygen, they've used your sunlight, they have modified you for you to do what they want you to do, and it's your job to overcome this system. Your own woman, as delectable as she is, as beautiful as she is, as irresistible as she is your enemy, and you have to either be able to reprogram her, or she will destroy you. A lot of you are watching what's happening to me right now, and I want you to see, no matter what, I will not be destroyed. I know what the enemy or the lower self, my subconscious mind, my lower self has been programmed to do as far as the obstacles that we have to overcome to become our divine God body. Black man, you are the lead. They don't like that. Look, they're like, I like that shit. Like, hold up, nigga. I'm just telling you that you are the head of the family. You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be. But peep this. This is crazy. You are the head, but the woman protect you. Because they said you ain't touch your plate. Because she listening. She really into this. She getting the download. You should be shocked too. What I'm saying to you is so divine. You have been lied to so much that what I'm saying to you is blowing your mind because you know it's real. And you know one thing about truth? The truth, when you speak it,
it's like something about it.
It's something about it. It's like, right. It's like, wow. Like, you know what? Black people never were into literature. We're not book smart. No. We talk directly to God. We don't need to be in no books, literature. For what? We're not intelligent people. We're inspired people. That's our intelligence. We're not the intellectual, literal type. We speak directly to God. We embody God. God speaks through us, through our dance, through our art, through what we do. how we walk, how we strive. We are God. We don't need to articulate God literally. God comes out, it's an understanding. That's what I'm saying. And when you in tune with nature, when you listen to me, you feel it. You like, yo, it shake you up. It's real. Black people speak, we are God. God speaks through us because we are God. We were never book smart. We had to teach ourselves how to read their shit and do what they shit. That's not who we are. We are the expression of the Most High. We are the expression of the Most High. What we do, they're trying to put mathematics to. Trying to have a mathematical equation of the universe. Why? So they can control it and manipulate it. They want to get mathematics and things literal so they control it and manipulate. But you can't manipulate God. You can only be God. To manipulate God is to manipulate yourself. To control yourself skillfully. And that's what we are dominant at. We are dominant at controlling ourselves. We are the most athletic people on the planet. We are the most beautiful people on the planet, the most strongest. We are the Superman. We are the superheroes on the planet. So we are the head of humanity. That doesn't mean anything about anything else. It's just that we should be looked at for what we are. So if we are the head of humanity, how come our enemy still rules us? I'm going to tell you why. Because we don't know who the fuck we are still. We have not tapped into nature deep enough to have had activated the genetics that would allow God to come through us, but it's happening. White people want to know who God is so bad, and we right in front of them. But we must express this through organization. We must express this by being it. Coming from where we come from, our curse has been up. It's up now. We are awakening now. We are the gods that were sleeping. We are God's children, God's people. Well, God's people hate God, hate themselves. They've been taught to hate themselves. But God's children is here to teach them and show them who they are. We are God's children. There's a difference. God's people are niggas. Just letting you know. And the niggas that's killing each other over Popeye's chicken, those is God people. God's children are the chosen out of those people that can hear the Messiah when the Messiah speaks. It acknowledge, is drawn to it. If you are chosen, it don't matter. So, we first have to understand that our woman is our protector. Now, we have not thought of that. Even myself, this is something that I knew innately, because when I first started out like the Black Woman is God, my message was like not fully downloaded. I was saying stuff, but it wasn't fully, it was bugs in my knowledge. It was bugs, and it's getting clearer now. After that last moon, 11/11, moon in Taurus, that full moon in Taurus that just passed, I'm at Africa. We have to touch Africa. Because not even Africans, well, some Africans are, there's secret tribes we don't know about that do supernatural things. This has been shown to me in my dreams. I haven't found it on the internet. I found it on the Ethernet, my mind. I tapped into my DNA and seen it. There's entities, there's beings on this planet that can disappear. Tribes that can disappear, that are immortals. We're becoming that. We must touch that soil. We must drink that water. We must eat that fruit. We must get to Africa. Because once we touch Africa, our DNA will be fully activated. You see, you cannot read about this. You cannot study this. You only can embody it. If you're not enabled, you won't have it. Those that have it will be given abundance. And those who Those who don't have it, whatever they're given will be taken away from them. You cannot study what you are to embody. It's not in the book. It's not in the video. No. You got to go out here and touch it. You have to become it. You have to become it. I've been out here in the jungle for a minute as I get all my knowledge. My knowledge coming through me. They don't even know where I'm getting it from. They're like, where is his source of information? He just saying stuff. The nigga, hey, I'm organizing it. It's going to be, whether you like it or not, I'm organizing, I put it out there. You can take the time to listen, but let me tell you something. And unless you are enabled, will you ever even get to hear what I'm saying? Those of you that can hear what I'm saying is because you have a gift. It has already been written. Though they see, they do not understand what they see. They hear, but they ain't listening. Because their hearts or their DNA, their minds have been made calloused, have been hardened, have been programmed, disabled, so they cannot hear, they cannot see. Because if they could, they would turn from their ways and they would be healed. But they can't hear. No matter how much you try to show them the truth, they can't see you. They're not enabled. These are the dumb, deaf, and blind, what the 5% is called the 85%. Therefore, we cannot waste time with them. Our broadcast is not for them. Our broadcast is coming straight from a special place from the sun. Some people call it Nibiru. We are not what we appear to be. We're utilizing whoever they said you was, when you were born into that family, or your body's being used for the gods. Your body has been hijacked for ancient beings that have come here to live through you. You have been activated. Your DNA has been activated. You're not who you think you are. You once was sleeping, the next minute they saying you crazy. What's well, done lost her mind? What the hell wrong? Go get my baby. She done lost her goddamn mind out there talking about da-da-da-da-da. Because you are not who you used to be. You have been hijacked by the gods. The gods are speaking through you. They're gonna call you by your last. They're gonna call you by your last life's name. They're gonna call you by who you used to be. And memories are still there, but you will never be that person anymore. You have been chosen. The rapture has happened. You have been taken up into the higher self. You have been chosen. You are the elite. You have been snatched. And you always knew it because you was designed to be that to the day you were born. You knew because you seen the numbers and you was little. You kind of awoke a little bit, but everybody thought you was weird, so you went back to sleep. You was always chosen. You was always chosen. You was always chosen. This broadcast is for the 5%. This is the mathematics of today. Here's the activation to your DNA. You are more than you think you are. You are more than you know you are, but you know you are. It's just that you're remembering. Put the word together. Remember. If you're remembering something, it's a whole bunch of members in different places. Separation. When you remember, you bring it back together. When you remind, and your mind was in how many places, now you have reminded yourself. Now you have your mind. Now you found your mind. Your mind was in shambles. And when you heard Chief, you became reminded who you was. Now you're reminded. You remember. You was in different pieces. I think I'm this, I think I'm that, and now you know who you are. Now you remember. You was in shambles before. But you had signs of this when you was young. You knew you was special when you was young. Something happened to you that was weird. Some weird stuff happened to you when you was young. So you already knew. You done seen the stuff. You seen the sign. And now it's surreal. It's like, damn, I'm really up in this bitch. Like, I'm really, damn, it's really, I knew that I was something. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I knew. Now I'm up in this bitch and now I know. And this is amazing because I cannot believe half your journey is just you just not believing you are who you are. That's half your journey is your coming into who you are. The doubt, the fear, the second guessing. You already know who the fuck you are. But half your journey is you sitting there doubting who the hell you are. That is half of your journey. Did you know that? Building the confidence to truly embody who you truly are. To truly embody it, because it's like in the beginning, it's like, yo, I know I'm great, but your life doesn't reflect that back to you yet. So you must learn how to manipulate your realities for it to reflect back to you that you are who you think you are. You are here to validate yourself to yourself as God. You are a seed that was planted here that must grow to its full potential. And all of your experiences are the nurturing and the nursing into your zenith, into your completion. All the pain and the suffering is for you to be nurtured through. You are not like them. You were never like them. You never did fit in. You never fit in. Why are you trying to? Out of fear and doubt. Today I tell you, stop doubting. It is what it is. You're great. Fuck it. I am. Fuck it. I'm going to have to deal with this shit and start to really believe it, because if you don't believe it, your life going to be in shambles. You are going to be in members. Your mind going to be in 30,000 places. You must sacrifice. No greatness comes without sacrifice. This is the other thing that you struggle with. You struggle with the exchange and transformation of energy. First there's your doubt of even understanding and knowing who you are, to build the confidence to let a motherfucker know, like, hey, let your reality know, no, this is who I am. And then your reality says, okay, cool, all right, cool. You're right, that is who you are. But until then, your reality will continue to reflect to you or deflect to you who you not. You raw and everybody laugh. Raw. I'm me. And everybody like, no you're not. That's what your reality gonna do at first. You're gonna be like, I'm me. And you're acting like, you who? Yeah. And what happens? You go right back into your shell. You're like, oh shit, that didn't work. Oh damn, that did not work. So most of your journey is you building up the confidence to embody your full zenith. And all your pain, your failures, all of your doubts, your fears are all nurturing you into your zenith. You never, ever, 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 never fit in. You are always different. So the second part of your journey, that's the hardest part, is sacrifice. See, sometimes we are so great in building ourselves and our lower self that we have trapped ourselves in a world that we are no longer conducive with. We are no longer, the world that we've created in our lower self, we have we done created children, we done created dead, or what we think is dead, attachments. We've created all these things to create this world that, and our power has done this, and now we have to destroy it and recreate another world, and we are scared to do that. We are scared to do that. Because the devil's trick, or the lower self's trick, the evil, the devil is not one person, it is in all of us. And each one of us has unique angels and demons. The evil, or devil, the evil in you your debilitations. It's not the general evil, no. We have the 7 deadly sins, and that's what they fall in. But you have a unique demon. You have unique demons. You are a unique being. You have a unique journey. Although we can compare certain things to one another, you are very unique. You have your own demons. You have your own devil. You are your own devil. You are your own God. It is you must defeat, no one else. So when we look at our demons and our devil, the evil is your demons. That's your demons. Those are your quincunx, your oppositions, and what? Your squares in your chart. We know what the demons are. That's our devil. Once you figure that out, now you can overcome it. Nothing can stop you. But I'm telling you, most of your journey is just you developing. And now you have to sacrifice. That's the second thing. Now we have to sacrifice. Now you have to destroy everything you had and become. This is death. We have to conquer death. Death is the sacrifice. That means you have to destroy everything you have, and the universe must show you who you are through you creating it again. If nothing ever gets taken from you, you will never know who you are. You will never know that you created it and it didn't create you. You made it. It didn't make you. You made it. It never made you. You can destroy it and make it again. That's how powerful you are. All energy is borrowed. People, places, and things, energy. It is all you. Nothing can be taken away from you unless that is part of your journey. And whatever your program takes away from you is for a divine reason. It took it away from you because it had something better for you. That person, that place, that thing was only in one of your chapters. It was not going to be in your whole story. It was just a chapter in your life. We get so attached to attachments and not realize that the universe puts you exactly where it wants you to be. It is your job to accept it. And that is our whole life. You know, your whole life is you just facing you and understanding you and becoming you, knowing you, and then accepting that shit. That's your whole journey, man. Your whole journey is accepting who you are to yourself. That is your whole life. By the time you get to the point where you're in your full activation, shit is over. Your whole life was a whole bunch of doubt, fears, insecurities, attachments, and then as soon as you overcome that, boom, you level up. So don't be afraid to be afraid. Don't be afraid that you're afraid. That's normal. Your doubts are normal. Your fears are normal. You will develop. The universe will put you in circumstances to make you eventually. You know how you put somebody in a circumstance and then they become who they truly are? That pressure is going to make coal or it's going to make diamond. You're going to shine like a diamond. That's what you are. But you don't know that yet because when you look in the mirror, you see coal. You have to be under pressure first before you're able to rock out. You know what I'm saying? Or before you're able to shine, you have to be put under pressure. So your whole life is you being put under pressure through people, places, and things. And I'm going to tell you like this, stop pointing the finger. It's nobody's fault but yours because it's you versus you. You are not like them. Stop trying to fucking fit in. That falls into the doubt. Stop trying to fit in with everybody else. Fuck you, Babylon family. Fuck them. So what? That's why we're here to show you something new, that show you what you truly are. So that when the people that are actually like us, when they see us, they feel confident. They're like, you know what? I ain't the only crazy motherfucker out here. I thought I'm the only motherfucker out here. That's why you have to shine your light, because there's somebody out there that's inspired by you. So back to what I was saying. Know your place in your role because the system has set us up in a way where it's giving you a false sense of empowerment. Know where your power belongs in the body of in the body of the family. Know where it belongs. Like, you are powerful, no doubt. You are a leader. You are here to protect your chief, your alpha. That's what y'all want to do if you think about it. That's why women be the first one ready to pop off. Like, hold up, man. Let me tell you something. When I was in Costa Rica and I got pulled off that bus and they was about to beat me and Omac down, they was beating Omac down because he had punched one of them. But they had my eye scraping the concrete, the side of my crack of my eye. You know who got them police off me? Serenity and Pocahontas. And everywhere I went in Central America, they respect women so much that if you go into a bank, they check the men, but they don't check the woman. Woman, the most powerful thing in this world, slick. This is your weapon right here, black man. Your woman. They giving her money. They putting her up. Bro, if you don't educate your woman and utilize they system against itself, this is your weapon right here, black man. You just got to know the knowledge enough to give them the knowledge. They looking for you to outsmart them. These women out here gonna feel that they're protected because they know that you know the knowledge, that you got them. Yo, we be going to the bank, and like I told you, they'll check everything on the man, but let the woman walk right through with her purse. I'm like, this is some crazy shit. They have that much respect for the woman. They don't even check you. And then when it was time for when it was bending me up, they had us on the ground. They could have killed. They was about to fuck us up really bad. If it wasn't for Serenity, who's faith now, and Pocahontas screaming, they was screaming like, I would never forget their screams. They were screaming for my life like no other. And if it wasn't for them screaming to the capacity, they was trying to get them away so they could fuck us up. They was screaming so loud with the voice of God, them motherfuckers got scared and let us go. They said, pick them up. Because they saved my life, possibly. The women have always provided for me, protected me. In my most lowest moment, it's been a woman there that have always been there for me. I cannot deny that. I cannot deny that a woman, I don't care what shape and form she's taken, even if she's done me dirty, she has helped me my whole journey. She's protected me. And I have to credit you all and thank you for helping me and protecting me and being my warriors. And I acknowledge you more than ever now. And I said that because this has been brought to my attention fully. My DNA has been totally activated to this. Because at one point, I was, my knowledge, man, it's inspired. Like I told you, I'm not educated, I'm inspired. Like, my shit comes from I get it straight from nature. So, sometimes it have some kinks in it, depending, you know what I'm saying? On my own stuff I'm dealing with, but it doesn't matter. I'm ready to speak my knowledge now. If you can get it now, if you ahead of me, and I should find you eventually. You know what I mean? So, it is your job to protect your man. It is your job to educate your man. It is your job to protect him. Now, all of these men out here ain't men. Most of them is robots. Just like most of the women is robots. I'm talking to the 5%. I'm not talking to these dudes out here. Dude be looking like a whole nigga and be some other shit. Like, this nigga's a complete robot. You know the gods because they think outside the box. They think outside the box. They outside the system thinking. They're not thinking within the system. They're not integrating themselves in the devil's or the evil one's system. It's not. No, the gods are thinking outside the system. You can hear them from a mile away. They want no parts. So understand who your woman is, and women understand who your man is, and then women understand who you are, and men understand who you are. Know your role. You are here to awaken them and put everything everything in order. The man's supposed to put everything in order. Waken your woman, waken her. She sparks you, you awaken her. You organize everything. You are here to rule and organize. And then your woman protect you. Nurse and nurture you. No one protect nothing like the mother. There's women that pick up cars for their children. Women have always been warriors. And it just hit me. So, always. You hear your man when he's talking. I have many wives. Just as God is to many people. But there's only certain ones that are chosen. Right? Because they cannot deny, no matter how much hate you put on Chief, no matter what you say about his past, no matter what you talk about him, they cannot deny me. And when they're in my presence, they cannot deny me. You cannot deny. That's the mathematics of the game. Women are our warriors. They protect the chief. Our men protect those women. The men protect the woman. Women protect the chief. Understood?
Yes.
Our men are our soldiers, our disciples. The women are our warriors. You protect me. Now, when we think about protect, we think about physical. No. You see? It's mind over matter. You understand? Your power is your seduction. Your power is your beauty. Your power is the art of seduction. Whoo! Never see it coming, baby. Never see it coming. Or put a man on his knees. Woo! Why do you think there's strip clubs? There's female strip clubs. Because your power is not in the fact that you can stab a nigga up. That's cool. No, that ain't the way you get it, nigga. That ain't, no. See, the most powerful one ain't the big one with the muscles. Because it's mind over muscles. You use your mind. That's what makes you powerful. Not muscle. Muscle gives you force. You can have the person with the muscle kill somebody else with the muscles. But don't get it fucked up. Y'all warriors in the sense of fighting too. If it comes down to it, basic training. But your mind is your power. Your seduction, your beauty is your power. You must learn how to use it. You feel me? You feel me? That's your power. You must learn how to use it. Seduction. That's your power. And no man has a weapon against it. Not one man has a weapon against your seduction. Not one man. Seduction is not just sexual. To outsmart someone mentally, intellectually, inspirationally, to outsmart them at what they are. That's why I teach you chess. I want you to be able to outsmart the average man. My warriors must be spiritual warriors. Because the true strength is not in muscle, it's in the mind. That's why little weak people run the whole world. Little white, little weak people run the whole world. You know why? Because they're mentally wiser. The elite of that world that you live in are not strong, they're wiser than you. They're little weak white people, old, fragile people. strong people protect them. You see what I mean? Understand how this works. True power is in the mentality, the mind. And you must dedicate your life loyalty to the cause and the mission, what we stand for. Even the military, the United States military, swear oath to lay your life down for the military. Martin Luther King himself said, if a man hasn't found something he's willing to die for, he's not fit to live. You must dedicate yourself to what you're doing, your own self in your life. Everything is cool until the pressure comes. Then the doubt and the fears and second guessing and all of that. Stop doing that. You're beautiful. You're strong. You are the original. Your mind is the top mind on this planet. There's no higher consciousness than what I've given you. You are the greatest. You know that. You know the science behind that. Now you have to embody it. It takes time. Fruit don't fall off the tree right away. It must be ripened. In time, you will be the most powerful woman on this planet. You already are. Keep going. One mind.
One self.
Love myself.
I love myself.